Sunday morning. I am with my girlfriend Sherry. We are at the restaurant. We're supposed to be meeting with 2 other folks from the team, and we don't see that either one of them have arrived. It's a lot going on in here.
I'm hoping, and they told me they're like, it's not.
Okay, so let's get to work so we can enjoy breakfast.
It's much later in the day, so I'm still with Sherry, and we decided that after we sat around and kikied and all of that, that we're going to the thrift store. So we're going thrifting. Whenever I'm out thrifting, even if I have a list of items that I'm looking for, I'm always thinking about shoes for my models. So those platform heels you just saw, yeah, those are for my models. I'm specifically looking for oversized blazers. There are some projects that I want to work on, some designs for the December show, and I want to use men's blazers, so I'm always looking for those. I found quite a few tweed blazers, some with plaid. I really want to mix it up, so it's important that I find these types. And then again, always looking at shoes. Now these brown suede shoes with the brown flower, they're not my size, but they're Stuart Weitzman and they were kind of cute, but I left them in the store. Y'all, I dropped this jacket off Free People last week. They're selling it for $14.99. That's one thing that I found. This is the second item that I dropped off last week. This suit, also being sold for $14.99, jacket and skirt that I had in my studio for 2 years and never did anything with it. And then this next suit I also dropped off last week, and it is on the rack. Yes, I can't even tell you how many pieces I found in the thrift store that I had dropped off the week prior. And so I've learned that when I'm dropping off stuff, it needs to go to a different store because that does something to my spirit. All right, so these over the knee boots fit me perfectly. Wait till y'all see them in the haul. They were great. I am so upset with myself for leaving this blouse behind because I really could have used it a couple weeks later, but you know, regrets. Another men's blazer, oversized, blue, perfect. I did pick up these leopard pants. We'll talk about those in the haul. And then I really wanted to get these brown tan suede booties. They fit great, but when I pulled the other shoe down off the rack, it had some deep scratches in it, so I ended up having to leave them behind. I hated that. Should have gotten these flat leather brown boots. Could have really used those today going to work, but I don't know what I was thinking, y'all. I don't know. These were, and then Sherry and I were at the counter trying to figure out what we were going to get, what we're going to leave behind. She ended up getting a fur jacket. She wanted to take this purse from me, but I ended up leaving that behind as well. We couldn't find a name on it, and I thought that the price was a bit much for what the purse was. And I was like, I'm not going to wear that. Maybe one of my models, but no. Hey, you guys. It is much later in the evening, but as promised, I am bringing you the haul immediately after the thrift. First thing, these leopard print pants, these are by Ann Taylor Loft, and they're not quite denim, but they've got that kind of feel to them, which is why I really like the fabric. I was just looking for something that had the print. I'm not planning to wear the pants as is, but I want to use the fabric for an upcycle. Since leopard is trending, I'd like to use it and see what I can come up with. The second piece that I want to show you guys is this faux leather and faux suede skirt. And I just thought this was super cute. I think this is gonna go so nicely with my suede boots that from last season. I think they're just gonna be perfect for that. And I did not read the care instruction. It says dry clean. Y'all gotta be kidding me. Maybe I'll do dry O. I got this men's blazer. I ended up only coming back with one men's blazer, and I just decided that I have a suitcase full of blazers that I brought back from Portugal that I have not touched. So this blazer I really liked. It is Perry Ellis, and if you look closely you can see there's a little burgundy stripe through it, so I think that that's really nice. The quality is excellent. Yeah, and it's not too oversized, so I'm thinking I might cut up the back, put some grommets in there, put some ribbon in there. That's where I'm thinking. I picked up this picture frame. When I do pop-ups, I usually like to have a frame with my QR code in it that takes people to my blog. That way they can find links to all my social media. They can find everything they need right on the blog. And again, I've been really trying to put more attention there. So I'm gonna use this picture frame and put that in here, so that will come in handy. This little white top, and I know it's gonna get kind of washed out because whites always get washed out in the camera, but I just thought this was a cute little top to throw on with a jean skirt with jeans. The two items that I'm most proud of, let me start with the one that is getting worn during Chicago Fashion Week, which, y'all, this is becoming more than a notion. But I found these fabulous over the knee boots. Look at these, you guys. Brand new, never worn. Look at that. I think these are so fabulous because they have a little sparkle to them. The last one are these beautiful red buckle loafers that are Tory Burch. Saw them behind the counter. The most important thing was that it fit my right foot. It is tight, but I am going to purchase some of those shoe trees and I'm going to stretch them out just a little bit because it's really, it's the whole shoe. It's just snug. Now, is it too small? Well, it's snug, but could you pass these up? I mean, come on, look at this. Good morning, happy Sunday. All right, so no resting today because we have a lot to do. I am getting ready to head out to two Goodwills out in the, I guess you would say, northwest suburbs. I'm gonna go back to my favorite Goodwill, which is in Skokie. A lot of you guys are asking me, like, what are the best thrift stores to go to? And I will put together a list and it will be on my blog, and I will list some of the best ones in Chicago, and I'll also list some of the best ones that I've been to elsewhere. But I will work on that blog to come pretty soon. And actually, if you haven't already signed up for my newsletter, click the link below. Here is the website. It is jenrestylefashion.blog. Anyway, I was in Atlanta for the Sip and Reach tour, and it was held at Kendra Scott. And you guys, I won a prize. Actually, two prizes. I won some jewelry from Kendra Scott, and it is gorgeous. Look at that beautiful bracelet and those beautiful stones in there. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So that was the bracelet. And then I also won a necklace. Oh, I will hold it up. There's pearls at the top, and then there's like a chain link at the bottom. I think you can wear this either way. I'm gonna go to the website and see. I think it's supposed to be worn this way, but I think you can also wear it with the chain link down. So I won those, and Tammy went by Kendra Scott to pick it up because they didn't pull the names for who won the prizes until the next day, and I think I left. So she was sweet enough to go by and pick it up for me. All right, you guys, let's get out of here and let's get some thrifting done. All right, so this Goodwill is one of my favorites. I would say it's probably my second favorite Goodwill that is in or around Chicago. This one is in Evanston, and what's interesting is that they always have these like setups of some of their higher end pieces on mannequins, either right when you walk in the store or somewhere in the store. Anyway, still checking out blazers, men's blazers, specifically some tuxedo blazers, because those always give an interesting kind of style to them. The collars are satin and you can do different things with them. I didn't get this green jacket, but I thought it was interesting that it came with a green tie. I guess if you were looking for something for St. Patrick's Day, I don't know. This jacket with the fur collar I thought was really nice, but I was like, you know what? Too much work, leaving it behind. We are not looking for any more projects. All right, you guys. So I got what I needed from that store. We're going to go to one more. All right, so now we are headed to my favorite Goodwill, which is in Skokie. And this store I always can find gems in here, hidden gems. And the thing about it is you need to get there early and you need to have some patience and some time on your hands. And most of the time there aren't any carts like today. So I had to carry around some things in my arms until I could secure a cart. So we are flying through here. I saw these shoes. I should have gone back to take a look at them. I love the dark, deep Merlot color. Headed right on over to the ties. I guess they get a lot of ties in this store, so they sell them in bulk, and I usually grab at least 3 or 4 bags of them. No, I don't buy them all, but I do buy a lot. They usually have a great selection of vests here, men's vest, and so I like to check them out because I like an interesting vest that I can incorporate into my wardrobe. Always looking at the shoes and boots section. I saw these butterfly pants. I'm never gonna wear them, but I did think that they were interesting because you guys know how much I love butterflies. This faux leather jumper, I spent a lot of time looking at it because I felt like I could upcycle it. I found this vintage hat from Marshall Fields. You'll see it in the haul. This leopard hat just looked a little cheesy. I'm still just kind of going through some dresses, some blouses, more jackets. I do have some ideas for some upcycles that I want to work on over the Thanksgiving holiday. I'm not going to be traveling, so that'll be a good time for me to really hunker down and get myself ready for this upcoming show. These shoes, they just look like they would hurt my feet, so I put them back. And then we just took another look around. I did kind of like this jacket, but I have something just like it already. Hey y'all, all right, so the line is really long and I'm trying to wait for it to go down. So that's the only reason I'm still here, but I have identified the next store that we're going to. And it's in Chicago, so we'll be driving back to the city shortly. Hey you guys, all right, we have made it to Brown Elephant, and I'm gonna try to record as much as I can until somebody tells me that I can't, but we are here. I'm getting out the car. When you first walk into Brown Elephant, be sure to look at whatever they've got in the window, because that's probably some of their better clothing and shoe items. They've got a rack of men's blazers. We'll take a look at those shortly, but they also have some really nice shoes and handbags in the window. Always check those out first. So they have some items behind the register. Marnie, $2.50 skirt, a coat, looks like a vintage Chicago Tribune shirt or jacket. Let's see what they got in the back. Once you finish looking around the front area, especially if you're looking for clothes, head on to the back. You have to walk through the furniture and arts section. So there's a lot of artwork, there is furniture. There was a huge sectional that was available. If you're looking for furniture like that, this is definitely the place to go check it out. And then they have a huge clothing area in the back. There's so much stuff back here, y'all. It would take at least an hour to go through. I did find quite a few leopard print items, some dresses, some jackets, some sweaters, some scarves, some hats. Even though this stuff is trending, you can definitely find it in the thrift store. I found some suede, burgundy color stuff, you name it. They obviously have somebody in here that's keeping the mannequins on theme. This was around Halloween. They've got a section of hats and handbags, and I should have gotten this little cowboy hat, but I put it back. I was like, I don't want to get a whole lot of stuff, but I did want to show you guys they do have it. And then I looked through some of their women's blazers. Nothing that really stood out to me, but they do have tons of denim jackets. There was this green bomber jacket I got some regrets about, because I have wanted to do an upcycle, but remember, we are not getting any more projects. And here you go. You see some more of that leopard print. So here's just an overview of the store, just so that you know there is a lot to see there. Sorry about the poor quality on the phone, but I didn't feel like taking my camera out. Either it died or I didn't want to take it out because I had my arms full of clothes. There is a pretty decent women's shoe section in the clothing area, so be sure to check that out before you go. I'm headed up to the register now to just check out. Oh, and before I got to the register, I did check out the ties. The ties were around $7 or $8 a piece, and that was just a little bit too much. Here are the men's blazers. They actually had several men's blazers that were new with tags, clearly had never been worn, but at $20, $30, that was a little steep for me. So now I'm actually headed to the register and checking out, and you will see their Instagram. I'm gonna scan that so that you guys can check them out online if you are interested. If you live in Chicago, definitely stop by. On the way out, I stopped back to go look at this brown Coach bag and this Dooney and Burke and some shoes and some sunglasses. Didn't really see much, but I did want to share with you guys just a little bit of what I was seeing. Again, in the front of the store, that's where they keep the higher end pieces. So you'll find your leather handbags, you'll find your raffia handbags, you'll find items that they keep behind the counter. Again, you'll find some men's blazers that are a little bit higher end. You'll find some higher end dresses, maybe sequins and different things like that. So definitely when you first walk in the store, that's where you're going to find your higher end items. And there is a sales associate who's in the front of the store, and she will help you. There are items in a glass counter that you can check out as well. Strongly recommend. All right, we are headed to Second Street Vintage, and I have been meaning to stop by this store lately. I saw it on Instagram and totally forgot about it, but it was down the street from Brown Elephant, so I stopped in. You guys, if you're in Chicago, stop by here. As soon as you walk in the store, tons of vintage luxury handbags, shoes, you name it, all in the front of the store. Chanel, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Prada, you name it. They've got Tiffany jewelry, Cartier. Just, if I was in the market for some of this stuff, I definitely would have shopped, but I really just wanted to take a sneak peek, and I am flying through this store just to show you guys some of the goodies. They had some great designer blazers, designer jeans, oversized jackets, men's blazers, men's dress shirts. Y'all, this store is jam-packed. Do you hear me? Jam-packed with some great stuff. So one day we'll go back and we'll really do a deep dive, but I just wanted to show you the quick and dirty. They had a whole section of Coach handbags. I'm not a big Coach person, even though I just got one in this video, but they had a great selection of Coach bags. So if you're into that thing, if you're into Coach bags, this is definitely a place to check out if you live in Chicago. Again, I'm just breezing through. I did find this BCBG Obi belt. I actually took it down off the mannequin. Yeah, for real. I really wanted to buy this leopard bag by Kate Spade, but I left it. I didn't feel like the price was there, so I left it. I'm kind of glad I did. But these are some other jackets that they had hung on the wall. Just great quality, designer, yeah, all the things. So here's me just panning the store just so you can see how much is in there. Okay, so I got this Obi type belt. It was normally 80 bucks. It's BCBG. There were a little bit of a flaw with it because it's kind of separating. Y'all see that? They wouldn't give me any more off. However, I figured I could take it home and fix it for 12 bucks. I hope I don't regret it, but I definitely want to wear this during Fashion Week. You know, I'm thinking straight Fashion Week now and how I can put pieces together and style things up so that they, look cute and fashionable and I get photographed by the photographers. That's the goal here. All right, let's get started. This was a Marc Jacobs jacket. All green tags today were half off, so this one ended up being $6. This was the most expensive jacket that I purchased, but I love the fabric and it was in such good condition. No stains or anything in the other underarm, no wear around the collar, no wear around the sleeves. That's something that I look for whenever I'm getting pieces to upcycle, because that's très importante. This one is made in Mexico. This is a Joseph A. Bank. Same thing, not a whole lot of structure, but a very beautiful color. This one, I am going to use it in a tie upcycle. So I didn't want any pads in the shoulders. I wanted something kind of loose fitting. I wanted something that had a pocket on it that I could take off and put back on. So I'm excited about this one. I think I could throw this in the washing machine. It's a Macy's brand. I'm just gonna look at the care instructions. It's 100% cotton. It says dry clean. I'm gonna go ahead and dry clean it because I really don't want any issues with these pieces. These jeans, I just thought they were super cute with these flowers on them. I could see myself putting some rhinestones or some pearls on here to really bling these out. And they have a flare, kind of straight flare leg. The sheer dresses are in and popular. This one I like. It was a large. It's super long. I can put my corset over it or my harness over it. So we're gonna throw this in the wash. This is a Forever 21. And we're gonna wear like some combat boots with it, maybe some jeans rolled up, a little denim bustier, or like I said, the harness. This is gonna be super cute for one of the, maybe not a fashion show, but maybe a presentation. I'll wear that. Y'all, when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is getting worn during fashion week. Look at this vest, y'all. I love it. You know, I love vests that have lapels. So this one spoke to me. I mean, look at it. Who even makes it? It's called Suit Supply, mohair and cashmere. Love it. Going to the dry cleaners. I got this leopard blouse. We are gonna rework it in some kind of way that is gonna make it really cute. I think it's super basic, but since this color is trending, this print is trending, we wanted some of this. This faux leather jumpsuit, I only bought it for the sleeves. Look at the way the sleeves are made. There's a drawstring here. The sleeve snaps up the back. It's a full sleeve. I'm thinking about taking the sleeves off a jacket like this and adding that to it to give it a completely different look. This is from Shein. I feel like rescuing this from the store keeps this out of the landfill probably for the next 20 years, because these faux leather pieces, they don't break down, y'all. I'm gonna try to use the collar, the sleeve, this front placket. We're gonna try to put this whole thing to work. So we're just gonna get this washed. We're gonna double wash it. You saw my Coach bag. I love it. I don't have a brown bag, especially a big one that I can just kind of like hold like that. So got this brown, got this brown Coach bag that I love. I also got this leopard print dress that we're gonna do something over top just because it's trending. I think these will go together nicely. And then I got this kind of like a cowhide vintage handbag as well from Brown Elephant. We like this a lot. And then I think there's just 3 more things. The hat by Marshall Fields. This blazer I picked up at the last Goodwill stop. And then this belt by BCBG you heard me talking about. I think, oh my gosh, I think this is gonna be so nice. So that's what we got. That's the quick and dirty of the haul, you guys. My SD card is running out and I need to get to work, and I gotta figure out which card I can go on to next. So we'll be back.